Okay, the first thing you may have noticed is all the glass blocks that I have over here. The reason for these is only for showing you this video. That way I can walk around through here without being swept away by all the conveyor belts. Now, all those logs that were being chopped down drop down right over through here onto this conveyor belt. This conveyor belt runs around, comes across, and as soon as it passes in front of a chest like this one, the items go into that chest. Now, alongside the chest, you have this, which is a full chest detector. When the chest is full, it sends a redstone signal to this wireless transmitter, which in turn turns on the light upstairs in the control room that says the chest is full. When absolutely nothing is in the chest, this one, which is the empty chest detector, will light up and send a signal to this redstone detector, our wireless redstone transmitter, and will light up the light that says it's empty. Now, if there's just one item in the chest, this light will not go on, that light will not go on, because it's neither empty or full. So I did a little redstone circuit that said if both of those are in the off position to light up the filling light. Now once it's full, any other logs that come around will go to this chest, which is the overflow chest. Now you'll notice some of these conveyors are gray, yellow, and green. The gray is your standard conveyor, the yellow is a high-speed conveyor, and the green is an ejector. When it receives a signal, it takes a full stack out of the chest and puts it onto the conveyor. So if you're upstairs and you want a single log, when you throw in the correct item, it activates this wireless redstone receiver, which tells it to send out a full stack. This one is a separator, which tells it to send one this way and then the rest to loop back around to the chest. This wireless redstone receiver sends a signal to the dispenser, which throws the one log out, hits this, which is a conveyor pressure plate, powers that, which lights up the light that says the item is on its way, then hits the high speed, goes over to the this here, which is an elevator for items. It will go up all the way over to where you're standing waiting for your item. If you want a full stack, this receiver lights up, sends a full stack out, comes around. This receiver is also lit up, which powers this conveyor, which is actually a diverter, which sends it this way. That pressure plate turns off the diverter, then your item comes around, again hitting this one, telling you that the item's on its way, and away it goes. Now if planks are needed, what will happen over here, as you can see it's full, but if it's not full, both those are off, a signal is generated telling this one to send out a stack of logs, which comes over. This does not go on, so it doesn't get diverted. It goes into this dispenser, and this is hooked up to a pulsar, which just spits them out one at a time. As you can see, there's some sitting there waiting. This is an automatic crafting table. This one is also hooked up to a pulsar, which sends a signal, pulses a signal to this, which is the automatic crafting table, which will craft. This is your recipe, and this is the material that's in there. It'll craft a log into a plank. Okay. kicks the plank out, comes around, hits the high speed, comes around, goes into there. Once it's full, any others that are left go into the overflow chest. And then the same process is repeated for that and for the sticks. Again, the only reason the glass block is here is so I don't get swept away. This open area here, where there's hardly anything here, I plan on using later on as a section for mining carts to come in and pick up items, logs, planks, or sticks from this area, and then go back out and take it to different shops that require it, like maybe a tool making shop or something like that that needs wood for the handles of tools, or a place that makes signs and fences and doors and stuff like that. So that'll be later. Jump! Now we'll go take a look at the redstone. Whoop. Alright, this is all your wireless redstone. As you can see, these large blocks are the pulsars. They just constantly flash. You can right click to alter the duration of time between clicks, and if you press the shift and right click, it will alter it the other way. You raise and lower it. All of these are the transmitters, these are the receivers. By right clicking on it, you'll see you can name each one. Now it says send stack planks. The receiver has to be exactly the same. If you don't capitalize the letters that are capitalized, or if you misspell it, it will not work. So be careful on your spelling there. And then over here, these are, let's see, items have arrived. Okay, that's for the for next loop on that. And this is valid currency. And this is, again, what's this one? There's the one I wanted to show you. I think it's this one. Oop. Is it this one? Nope. Okay. If this is a simple NOR gate, redstone NOR gate. This one says the logs are full. This one says the logs are empty. Now, being that the logs are full, this has got power. If the logs weren't full, this wouldn't have power, and neither would this. So the NOR gate says no signal here, no signal here, send a signal here. And that is the log's filling light. That's how you get that to light up. The other thing, which I will show you, in here is a mob trap. Now, obviously it's kind of hard to see because it has to be dark, but around each of the spawners there's an area with no conveyor. The rest of them have conveyors. Once they step off of the safe area onto the conveyor, they're whisked back into that corner and around a wall where there is a laser set up to render them into bones and arrows. The bones and arrows then pop out over here, come around. This divides the arrows that way. The bones into the crafting table, which converts, each bone gives you 3 bone meal that's used for fertilizer. And then over here, it hits this separator. It sends 1 this way, 2 this way, and this one sends 1 this way and 1 that way. So each one gets evenly fed. Now, here, see here, you'll see a lot of these in here, like this here. This is an RS NOR latch. This is an inverter. This is an AND gate. All of these gates come in this mod. It's very complete. Now over here, this is in the, just behind the control room. This is where all of the indicator lights and stuff are. Like this one, that means the sticks are full, so it's sending a signal here. I used the standard redstone deal here. If you place this right up against it, it won't work. And if you use a redstone wire, they want to connect. So you use this here just to keep them separate. Then down here, this is where your currency comes in. Let me see if I can get up there. Alright. Your items that you purchase come up this elevator, like that, and are deposited out there. The reason that just came up is because I stepped on that pressure plate. Now the items that you throw in, I was telling you how you can make anything you want your currency. Well, this is how it works. This separator here says all of these go to the right, anything else continues on. So if it's not one of those items, it continues on, hits this pressure plate, which lights up the invalid currency, comes around, and then goes right back out. Now, if it was one of the right ones, it comes down, lands on this, comes around under here, under these, and then hits this separator, which sends coal this way, iron this way, wheat this way, bread this way, and sugarcane this way, and sugar that way. And the other item that just happened to get through will go straight through out into the hall, and you can pick it up later. So if you want, instead of using coal, if you want, like this here is the coal, if you want that to be something else, you would go onto here, remove the coal, and place an arrow. Now every time an arrow goes through, you will get what you want instead of what it was before. So that's how you would change your currency. Now, seems that it's nighttime again, let's go outside and turn on the fly mode, and also let's make it daytime and take a look at the tree farmer out here. As you can see, most of them are fully grown, but these conveyors, these are how I was telling you, if a sapling falls on the conveyor, it just gets swept right over to where the water is and dumped in the water. These here are the elevators that come up to the fertilizers. If you right click on it, you'll see how much fertilizer is in them right now. You have 3 fertilizers. The harvesters, if you don't have a fertilizer or a stone block or something, will harvest way out there, so you might want to be careful on what you do. It'll also plant things way out there too, so. But that's basically the new farm. So look at the control panel from outside. As you can see, I'm missing some torches there. I had a little bit of a run-in with a creeper. Bastard. And but that's basically it. That's the new tree farm. And hope you enjoyed it. I was thinking of making a tutorial, but if I do, it's going to be so freaking long. It might be divided up into 4 or 5 parts. But if you guys want a tutorial on how to build this, just let me know and I'll look into it. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Later.